let's go to Bundesliga superstar. That's right, Harry Kane keep on ripping it up over in the Bundesliga. But of course, what's going to happen following on from the international break? We'll take a little look today. We'll take a look at match number 4. That's 4 for you and me over in the Bundesliga, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button, bang it today. All things Rovers related, Bundesliga related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one Ruski, of course. Bayern hoping to return to winning way, or keep on keeping on, basically. Following on from the international break, got a bit of a zinger up ahead up against Leverkusen. That's right. We'll take a look at it, all of it, in a second. Of course, if you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe, and a big shout out once again to my VIPs. They are the patrons. So, without further ado, let's of course get into this. And of course, we are doing these videos this week a little bit differently than previously. And what I mean by that is... Stop right there, of course. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to provide you with the results from the last weekend's matches because I'm going to be out and a body blout. So just want to make sure that you do have a prediction video ready so you can continue providing with your updates, whether it's via the Super Brew or via our own custom-made prediction league. So make sure you continue to do what you do. And of course, we'll bring you the best video that we can, even though we're recording it ahead of time. Of course, things will be back to normal very, very soon. But until then, let's carry on. Of course, you're bang up to date with what's going on with these videos. Of course, just a reminder that Super Brew is live and active. Take a little look at that. I, of course, cannot show you the Super Brew right now because of the travelling situation I'm in right now. As I'm recording these ahead of schedule, even ahead of the games, of course, on the 2nd and 3rd of September. So a little bit weird, but we are going to go for these ones and pretend that, of course, we know the results. They're in the back of our head. We know that Bayern were fantastic against my boys, Mönchengladbach. Yes, the other week. Isn't that right? Yeah. But anyway, let's get into the next game. Hopefully I'm wrong, because of course Mönchengladbach are my boys. We are going to go into it, starting with, of course, Union Berlin coming at you this coming weekend. That's right, coming at you at the Volkswagen Arena. Played each other 11 times since 2016, 4 wins apiece and 3 draws. Of course, Wolfsburg, biggest win, 3-0 win, scoring 15 goals in those 11 games, 1.36 goals game ratio. Up against Union Berlin, of course, their biggest win, 2-0 win, scoring 14 goals in those 11 games, 1.27 goals game ratio. Of course, Union Berlin, the visitors, of course, 5 wins on the spin for them in all competitions. They are top of the table as of recording, 6 points from 6. Against Wolfsburg, who are 4th right now, 67% for them. Of course, 6 points from 6 as well. Again, don't forget, these are ahead of the weekend's action. Meanwhile, last round at the Wolfsburg Arena was a 1-1 draw back in March 2023. The odds right here, right now, for this game coming at you as well on a Saturday is a 5-4 is your Wolfsburg, 21-10 is your Union Berlin, 23-10 is the draw. Union Berlin, of course, all kinds of problems here, but I'm going to go with Wolfsburg at home. Difficult place to go. And Wolfsburg are pretty good these days as well. Next we have Köln up against Hoffenheim as well, coming at you this coming, when is it? Is actually Saturday, September the 16th. It's coming at you as well at the Rhein Energy Stadion. Played to the 29 times since 2002. We've got 9 wins for Köln, 13 wins for Hoffenheim, and we've got 7 draws as well. Köln, 5-1 win, their biggest, scoring 38 goals in those 29 games, 1.31 goals game ratio. Up against Hoffenheim, of course, their biggest win, 6-0 win, scoring 56 goals in those 29 games, 1.93 goals game ratio. Hoffenheim, though, 58% forward for them at the minute. Just 3 points on the board as of recording. Up against Köln, of course, rooted 16 points on 16th spot on the table, 0 points on the board at the moment. Last round over at the Rhein Energy Stadion, it was a 1-1 draw back in October 2022. In fact, the last time Köln picked up a home win, you got to go back to 2016. It was in the DFB Pokal against Hoffenheim. 2-1 win it was back in October 2016. The odds though for this one, heading into this, we have 23-20 is your host, 5-2 is your draw, 11-5 is the away win here. We're going to go home win here, 2-1 win for Köln. Get the first 3 points from me anyway this coming weekend as well. Let's kick on forward though. Bochum up against Frankie. That's right, coming at you this coming weekend as well. Now these two sides, I don't even know where it is. There it is. It's a late kickoff on Saturday, the 16th of September, the Wollvona Ruhr Stadion, and played to the 27 times in 1992, 9 wins for Bochum, 14 wins for Frankie, 4 draws, of course. Bochum, as of recording, their biggest win, 3-0 win over Frankfurt, 30 goals scored in those 27 games, 1.11 goals, over the last 27 matches. Meanwhile, Frankfurt, of course, biggest win for them, 4-0 win, 38 goals scored in those 27 games, 1.41 goals a game average as well. Frankie, Again, as of recording, 4 points on the board, 7th in the table, 75% form for them, unbeaten in the last 6. Meanwhile, Bochum just 1 point of the last 6, or draw anyway. 8% form for them heading into this as well. Last round over in Bochum, it was a 3-0 win for Bochum. That was back in October 2022. In fact, the away side hasn't won this game since Frankfurt beat Bochum in the Bundesliga back in March 2010. It's been a while, guys. Been a while since the away side won. 11-5 is your host here. 11-4 is the draw. 21-20 is your way win. Frankfurt should win this one, though. 3-0 win for them to break that hoodoo and get another 3 points in the bag. Next up, we have Darmstadt up against my boys, Borussia Mönchengladbach, coming on Sunday, Sonntag, the 17th, of course, of September. Played each other 7 times to 2012, 2 wins for Darmstadt, 3 for Gladbach, and 2 draws. Of course, Darmstadt's biggest win, 2-1 win, scoring 13 goals in those 7 games, 1.86 goals game ratio. Up against Gladbach, of course, 2-0 win, their biggest, 15 goals scored in the 7 games, 2.14 goals game ratio. They're on 67% form for them as of recording. As of Darmstadt, of course, 0 points on the board, 17th in the table, 17% form for them heading into this as well. Last time around, though, at Darmstadt was a 2-1 win for Darmstadt back in October 2022. That was in the DFB Pokal. Last time around, though, over at Darmstadt in the Bundesliga was back in January 2017. It was a nil draw. Of course, coming at you with the bookies. Odds on this one, we have 2-1 is your Darmstadt, 5-4 is your Gladbach, 5-2 is the draw. Backing my boys, they've got to back my boys. 2-1 win for them on the bloody road to see if they take the 3 points as well. Leipzig up against Augsburg. That's coming at you on Saturday, September the 16th. Now, these two sides have played each other 18 times since 2011. Got 10 wins for Leipzig, 3 for Augsburg, 5 draws, of course. Leipzig, their biggest win, 4-0 win, scoring 31 goals in those 18 games, 1.72 goals game ratio. Up against Augsburg, of course, 2-0 win, their biggest, 17 goals scored in 18 games, 0.94 goals a game ratio. Of course, Augsburg on 25% form for them at the minute. Leipzig, of course, 75% form for them in 8th with 3 points on the board as well. Last round at Leipzig, it was a 3-2 win for Leipzig back in April 2023. The odds, though, for this one coming at you right here, right now, we've got 9-2 on is your Leipzig, 6-1 is the draw, and 9-1 is your away win here. We're going with a home win here, 3-0 win for them, points in the bag, and away they go. Next we have Freiburg up against Dortmund. Of course, this could be a zinger chicken dinner as well at the Europa Park Stadion. Played each other 48 times in 1993. We've got 7 wins for Freiburg. We've got 30 wins for Dortmund, 11 points, 11 draws as well. Both sides on 6 points as of recording. 75% form for Freiburg, 75% form for Dortmund. The biggest win for Freiburg over Dortmund, though, in those 48 games is the 3-0 win, scoring 50 goals in those 48 games, 1.04 goals game ratio. Up against Dortmund, of course, their biggest win, 5-0 win, 107 goals scored in those 48 games, 2.23 goals game ratio heading into this as well. Last round, though, in Freiburg, it was a 3-1 win for Dortmund, who won 3 on the spin against Freiburg, scoring 13 goals and conceding just 3 of the last 3 games. The odds right here, right now, though, for this one, we do have Freiburg 5-2 for the victory. Even Stevens is your Dortmund. 13-5 is the draw. I am also playing it safe on this one with a draw as well. 1-1 in the middle. Point apiece. What do you think? Let me know down below. Of course, kicking on forward. It is, of course, Mainz. It is Stuttgart. That's, of course, coming at you Saturday, September the 16th as well. Played each other 32 times. So 2004, 10 wins for Mainz, 14 wins for Stuttgart, 8 draws, of course. Mainz, biggest win, 3-1 win, scoring 44 goals in those 32 games, 1.38 goals game ratio heading into this. Stuttgart, though, 4-1 win, their biggest, 54 goals scored in 32 games, 1.69 goals game ratio heading into this as well. 83% form for Stuttgart right now. They are 9th, 3 points on the docket as of recording. Mainz, of course, are 14th with just 1 point. And again, 75% form for them heading into this. Last round in Mainz, it was a 4-1 win for Stuttgart. That was back in May 2023. In fact, Mainz's last victory over Stuttgart at home was a 4-1 win back in 2020. In fact, they've not won in the last six matches, of course. So difficult times for them playing Stuttgart right now. 5-4 is your Mainz, 2-1 is your away win, and 5-2 is the draw here. Will it be another one? I don't think so. Mainz going to take the 3 points, 1-0 win for them at home. Next up, we have Heidenheim up against Werder Bremen. That's, of course, coming at you on Sunday, September the 17th. That's right, of course. These two sides played each other 6 times in 2011, 2 wins apiece and 2 draws. Heidenheim, biggest win, 2-1 win, scoring 7 goals in those 6 games, 1.17 goals game ratio. Up against, of course, Bremen, who are struggling right now. 3-0 win, their biggest, 11 goals scored in 6 games, 1.83 goals game ratio. Of course, as of recording, 18th, Bremen, they are bottom of the pops. Heidenheim, of course, in 12th with 1 point on the board, 50% form for them heading into this. Last round, over at Heidenheim, it was a 2-1 win for Heidenheim back in March 2022. That was in the 2nd tier, despite the Bundesliga. The odds, though, for this game, of course, for this one, 6-5 is your Heidenheim, 50-8 is your Werder Bremen, 14-5 is the draw. Didn't know that Werder Bremen were that shit. 1-0 win for the host, though, for me on this one to take it to the bag. And then we have the zinger, the chicken dinner, the one we've been waiting for, the beast from the east, or the beast from the south, the beast from Germany, wherever it is. It's Allianz Arena, it's Bayern, it's Leverkusen, of course, on the 15th of September. Played each other 68 times since 1992. We've got 44 wins for Bayern, of course. We've got 14 wins for Leverkusen, of course. We've got 10 draws as well. Biggest win for Bayern, 4-0 win, 147 goals, scored in those 68 games, 2.14 goals game ratio. Up against Leverkusen, 4-1 win, their biggest, 84 goals scored in the 68 games, 1.24 goals game ratio. Of course, Leverkusen on third, 6 for 6. Bayern, of course, in second, 6 for 6. 83% form for Leverkusen right now, 83% form for Bayern, of course. And last round at the Allianz Arena was a 4-0 win for Bayern, of course. Over the last three, they won one, lost one, and drawn one apiece. So it's a very, very tight game. Could go any which way you like. 2-1 on is your Bayern, 4-1 is the draw, 17-4 is your away win here. Tight one here, go 4-2 win though for Bayern. Harry Kane on the double with another bunch of goals in my eyes. Of course, that just about it. Have I got? There it is, of course, for your leisure. My picks for this match day. Of course, make sure you get yours in as well with the Super Brew. And of course, we'll be back to normality very, very soon. And hopefully looking forward to having you back and having me back as well. But until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. We'll see you soon for the next one, whenever that is.